All right, let's get into ECW on TNN for June 2nd, 2000.
ECW. Yes. Oddly enough, this somehow happened to work out pretty well. We were going to do this episode, and we didn't realize that this lined up with ECW Hardcore Heaven 2000, which we actually just watched a match for on the Patreon, the Balls Mahoney and Masato Tanaka match. That's on our Patreon, the $5 tier for Watch This, and things are not looking great. I believe they've gotten word that they're getting fucking canned here soon from TNN, and Paul Heyman airs his fucking grievances on this one. But before we get into the June 2nd, 2000 episode of ECW on TNN, let's talk about what was going on in the world of wrestling at the time with the Wrestling Observer newsletter. From the Observer, June 5th, 2000, the entire pro wrestling landscape is expected to change greatly over the next few weeks, but there will be no such thing as intelligent speculation on how it's going to end up. WWF is attempting to move its television from USA Network to what would become a revamped TNN, with Sunday Night Heat moving to MTV. This can affect ECW, which is also on TNN, in several different fashions, which could either be the greatest break the company has ever received or its absolute death sentence. Well, we see what happened there. WCW is on the blocks, with Ted Turner looking to leave the Time Warner/AOL conglomerate, the wrestling company, which Turner has always fought to keep in the family when outside offers came in, or during downtime when major executives suggested shutting it down, is no longer protected, and it's coming at the worst time possible as the company is suffering from record losses. Exactly what will happen with WCW at this point becomes a question. The company is losing money at a far greater rate than it did last year, when it still had strong buy rates and strong attendance until the summer, when the free fall took hold and where it ended up losing in excess of $15 million. I mean, I guess companies do run at losses for a billion years sometimes, but I just can't. It just
that sounds crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this shit always fucks me up with like, I guess I've never been on that side of like a major company like that, but the idea that something that was so popular in my life was not profitable, it just seems very odd to me. Because
that is wild.
I was buying all this shit. I was buying figures. I was buying shitty Walmart Wolfpack shirt. Like,
well, let me tell you, dude, it was profitable. I made all the money.
Well, it was all my name, brother. Even though Heyman insists he's not interested in selling a majority interest in ECW, he also has recognized based on this past year that in order to compete with the two monster promotions, he's going to need far more economic resources as well as a stronger television outlet than he already has. The charm of ECW at its best, being the small-time cult thing, just doesn't play well enough on a national basis to provide enough revenue to keep much of the top talent from leaving. Heyman also admitted that he's in a precarious situation in that if they lose TNN, if McMahon wants exclusivity, and ECW doesn't get a new outlet, it would be disastrous. Which, he was right. It is fucking disastrous.
Exactly what happened.
Which, like, I mean, to Meltzer's point, like, yeah, like ECW being like, the little fucking train that could or whatever, like, was charm to it. And again, little Johnny had no idea how important TV was. I just thought ECW was cool. I would fucking go out of my way to watch it no matter where it was on. I was watching the Friday local show or whatever. But like, I guess, when you're bleeding money like that and your only fucking income really was whatever you were making on pay-per-view and TV, like, yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
In CZW news, apparently the match Combat Zone Wrestling is working on for June 25th in Philadelphia is promoter John Zanding, that's what it says here, and Terry Funk versus Atsushi Onita and Dick Togo in a no-rope electrified barbed wire dynamite deathmatch. Zanding and the CZW group returned for their second tour with Big Japan this past week. Well, I'll tell you, that match doesn't fucking happen, but goddamn, that sounds fucking sick as hell.
That sounds crazy.
Wow. I would love to watch this. No, like, there's no way this wouldn't have been a fucking disaster, though. Like,
no, it would have been the best thing ever, though, right?
It would have been, yes, right. But, like, CZW's history of, like, explosives was, even, like, in its heyday, wasn't great. They weren't really doing explosive. They were doing, like, glass and shit. So, like, no rope electrified barbed wire dynamite deathmatch. These guys might either, it'd be the most disappointing thing ever, or, like, legit, these guys die.
Was this supposed to be in America?
Yes, in Philly.
Maybe,
wow.
Maybe Onita would have been able to save it or something, but I don't know.
They would have booked it, James, and then Onita would have no-showed. He's not.
Sounds like that's kind of what happened, anyways.
Yeah, that's fucking true.
Did he show up to this show?
No, I don't think this match like doesn't. I don't think Onita ever comes to CZW until the Tremont match. Like,
they didn't announce that match then, right? It was just like rumored.
I think that's what they were trying to get at. Yeah, because I don't think Funk or Dick Togo were.
How the hell did they hear about a rumored CZW match that wasn't announced or booked? John Zanding just
talking to the boys.
Hey,
the boys.
Meltzer. Guess what we're doing?
We got a good idea in theory over here.
Well, thank you so much, John Danzen. I'll get that
It was
down.
actually Onita hit him up. Hey, I think I'm working John Zanding and Terry Funk.
Zanding.
I got to write this down before his name changes again.
Blow up match.
Zanding.
Hey, Meltzer.
Oh, what's up, Zanding?
Got a fucking good match. Gosh. Are you good? Hey, so are you booking the match? Well, no, we haven't booked it, but goddamn, sounds pretty good.
Got some dynamite.
Sounds good, John.
Sounds
Building.
fucking good, doesn't it?
All right,
Yes.
Zandoink, I got you down here.
You just go ahead and write that date in.
Okay, I guess I'll fucking put that down here, John Doink Doink.
Thank you, Meltzer.
Hey, fuck you.
Hey, remember it's CZ fucking W, Meltzer.
I got that right. Don't worry about that. The letters are easy.
That's good.
In ECW news, the latest on Raven is that it doesn't appear he's in a hurry to leave, at least not until August, when his contract expires. Paul Heyman did say he's giving Raven the chance to leave on a positive note if he accepts the release ECW is trying to give him, but if not, he's going to get fired rather quickly. At the TV tapings in Toledo over the weekend, Heyman had Raven laid out by both Justin Credible and by Scotty Anton. I was confused at how this is worded, because it sounds like ECW, this definitely isn't what it is, but it sounds like ECW is like trying to fire him, but they can't for some reason.
He's locked into a deal, right? So they can't get rid of him. They just like
that's what it sounds like, but like has there ever been any wrestling contract that was like that, where like you just can't let a guy go unless it was like Hogan or something? Like, yeah, I love the idea of Heyman. Can you leave, Raven?
they just can't afford to pay him, right? Isn't that the
eventually that's kind of what happens?
Yeah.
Also, getting laid out by Justin Credible and Scotty Anton. I mean, I'm fucking out of here. Like, are you fucking
I'd
kidding
quit
me,
right
man?
immediately. Yeah,
That's fucking ridiculous.
You just heard about an event happening in a couple weeks and big match coming up. I thought maybe you could get into that one.
Who's ever in that one?
Meltzer, you hear about this Raven kid? He's from the Bowery.
Maybe his boy Scotty Anton come through. He does the clap.
Come on, kid. It's your gimmick.
Raven?
Thank you, John Bling Blong.
So we got Draven versus Onita.
Got some dynamite.
Like that's booked on the sheet?
Absolutely not. But you write that down for me.
All right, got it.
Write that fucking down. Tell him Gangrel's coming now.
Like you got it booked?
No. No, I don't.
Okay, I can't keep doing
Write
this.
it down.
Like, all right, sorry, I got it right here. Sorry about that.
He's facing fucking Lobo. What's his name? Billy Fobbs. He's facing Billy. Put down fucking Billy Fobbs
All right, I got it.
from Florida.
Sounds like you're booking the card right now.
I got it. Fucking John Zoidberg. I fucking write it down.
Write it. Go, get down.
Wow.
Zoidberg.
If dirt sheets were that fucking easy, that means they're sick.
You just gotta call Meltzer, whatever. Yeah.
Sanding, harassing Meltzer, just fantasy booking. In WCW news, Tammy Cinch has been taken off Nitro after an incident backstage before the show. I'm sure this is shocking to everyone here. So before the show, two of the other women working in the company found syringes in a restroom adjacent to the women's locker room.
Dude, that could have been anybody.
Along with a vial of Nubane, a pain-killing drug that it could have been anybody. That has in recent years become popular with some wrestlers and was a major problem in the ECW dressing room. Several months back. in the bathroom, and apparently it was linked to her. She was described as being in very bad shape backstage before the show, and it was said that before the show, she was in the same said bathroom for an eternity. She was supposed to do a catfight spot with Miss Hancock on the show to set up a mixed tag feud with Chris and Tammy versus David and Miss Hancock. But after Bischoff and Janie Engel were alerted, she was pulled from the show, and is believed she was ordered to take a drug test the next day. Surely she's innocent.
Okay. I won't smoke crack backstage in Nitro. Whatever.
You want me to wrestle David Flair? Hold on, I gotta do drugs.
I gotta do some drugs right now.
The Chronic 419 t-shirts are because they aren't allowed to do 420 t-shirts because it's a pot smoking reference, although the shirt says "Got a Minute" on it as well. Just in case anybody didn't understand what Chronic 419 meant.
Also, where's the weed?
Dude, where is the fucking weed? Bring it to me immediately.
They never smoked the weed. Where's the weed?
They were, like, did they even do a segment backstage once where they came out of a smoky room or anything? Like, Rascal style? Like, what the fuck? How are these guys weed guys at all? From the Observer, June 12th, 2000, this is a long bit here about ECW because Paul Heyman, who hadn't appeared at an ECW event since Hardcore Heaven pay-per-view and after missing the TV taping on June 2nd in New Orleans, surprisingly flew to Pensacola, Florida for the house show for a lengthy ECW team meeting. The 1 hour-long meeting was largely a pep talk, since most of the wrestlers hadn't even spoken to Heyman in a month, and with smaller crowds, slightly declining ratings, and late checks, morale had hit a new low. Heyman went through a story about where he saw the wrestling business in the U.S. headed. The theory he had was that WWF and USA Network would settle their lawsuit before going to trial because both have so much dirt on the other that they would come out of court that both sides' stock prices would drop and suffer public embarrassment. At that point, he figured USA Network would get a strong settlement and WWF would go to CBS Viacom, moving Raw to TNN on Monday nights. He talked about the chance that ECW would get on USA Network or possibly Fox. Didn't fucking happen. Heyman also said there was a possibility WCW could be out of business due to its money losses, leaving ECW as the number 2 company. The meeting wasn't all hearts and flowers. Either New Jack or Balls Mahoney asked Heyman about pay-per-view bonuses. Meltzer says ECW hasn't paid any pay-per-view bonuses in a long time. Heyman said the money was on the way. New Jack then went to the window, pointed to the sky, and said that he could see them coming.
I remember this one, yeah.
Heyman said if it was up to him, which it isn't, they would go on Tuesdays to avoid the competition from Raw, but he did say that they have no choice in the matter, and if it's decided they would be on Mondays, he's hoping that they could do well enough on Monday to convince whatever network they are on to move to Tuesdays. It is said that a lot of wrestlers in the company are of the opinion that going on Mondays head-to-head with Raw would be suicidal. I mean, people should have learned that maybe 10 years after this as well.
Yeah, right.
Heyman claimed the reason the budget has been cut so far back and the TV tapings haven't even had television lights brought in the past 2 weeks is that because TNN broke the promises to ECW, he claimed doesn't want to spend money to make the product look good on TNN. He claimed there would be no money trouble and also said he wants to get the company out of debt by the fall and said it was because of the pay-per-view money trickles in usually starting about 90 days after an event, and that has caused the money to be short. I mean, we're in June of 2000, so like maybe...
Yeah, that sounds right.
It feels like Heyman already knows here that it's fucking done, right? Like, they're losing TV, money's fucked. Like, what do you do? I don't know if you can do anything.
No, not really. I mean, unless you can just be like an indie. That's all.
Indie.
Like that's all you could do. You could either be an indie or let someone else like take control of the business, and he wasn't going to do that.
No, he didn't want to
what I mean?
fucking
Like,
give up any of that shit. Yeah, I mean, which is weird because like from all accounts, it sounds like he wasn't at like most of the shit near the end. Like I don't even know if he was going to shows, so maybe that was just something in his brain. Like he still wanted to have hold of something here, but yeah, I mean, the TNN stuff seemed pretty rough. Like it definitely was, and I think they talk about it in documentaries and all, but like it was the thing to save ECW, but it also ended up being the thing that killed them going on TNN.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what else they would have done. And last thing here in WCW news, Lex Luger and Elizabeth were sent home after refusing to do the planned angles for them at the 5:30 Thunder tapings. Luger was supposed to do a run-in attacking Chuck Palumbo, which would cause the DQ and Chronic's tag title loss to Palumbo and Stasiak, where the title could change hands via DQ, of course.
All right, great.
In the case of Elizabeth, there's a good deal of sympathy in her direction because they wanted her to be a wrestler and do a wrestling match with Kimberly at the pay-per-view, evidently now being switched to Kimberly versus Miss Hancock, and she was never trained to be a wrestler. There was a lot less sympathy for Luger, who didn't like the way he was being booked with the program with Palumbo, who clearly isn't ready, but then again, Luger Meltzer says, was once in Palumbo's shoes as being pushed long before he was ready, and all the veterans of that era put him over strong because everyone thought he had potential to be next Hogan, which he never turned out to be. So fucking Luger doesn't want to put over Chug Palumbo? I mean, that guy is money. I would fucking put that guy over.
I would make that guy the Undertaker.
All of them.
That's good, yeah.
You mean like give Palumbo his own ministry?
I'd give that man a motorcycle now.
And a blonde wife.
And a bandana.
And he does the last ride. Well, that is it for the Observer portion of this show. And now it's time to talk about ECW on TNN June 2nd, 2000.
All right, so we start with the cold open here. ECW's cold opens are Joey and Joel standing in the ring, saying hello, welcome.
The crowd, super fucking hot every time here. I mean, they, you got to give it to them. The ECW crowd wanted this shit to be the coolest shit ever, and it felt like it, even when the shows were not the coolest shit, though I did like this episode, but more so the pay-per-view that just happened. This felt cool as fuck, and we're in Toledo, Ohio for this one. Joey welcomes us to ECW. And it took me a good, minute to realize that Raven is just fucking sitting in the ring here, too. Like, I didn't notice him for a while.
I didn't either. He was just chilling in the corner and while they're doing the intro. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, he's just hanging out. And Joey says, welcome to ECW on the only network that prefers possum as pie filling, TNN. What the fuck does that mean?
They're rednecks.
Redneck Network.
Oh.
You never had possum pie? You ever had that?
No.
Yeah, that's
not a redneck.
thing. Yeah, I guess not.
Joey says, I'm Joey Styles. And Joel Gertner says, well. I don't have a line tonight. Boo.
Line?
Dude, crowd was fucking pissed. You better say you fuck pussy now.
I paid to see this line. You better say the fucking line.
Give me a cream pie line now, bitch.
So Joel grabs the mic and says, does anyone like pussy?
Fuck yes, we do. Is she dumb? So Joel says, Joey, I don't have a line tonight. I didn't think of one during my airline flight, but if I didn't do a nickname, it just wouldn't be right. And the girls I fuck in Toledo are always nice and tight. Gertner. yeah, bitch. He fucks crazy. So Joey then looks over at Raven. He's a little confused and says, at this time, we're going to attempt to get some uninterrupted comments from Raven. So Joey walks over. He's confused. And he sits down next to Raven and says, this is a little strange, so run with it. And then Raven, of course, does a Raven promo on Just Incredible. And I said, man.
Oh, why you say all man for it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean, this is awesome. Sorry.
Yeah, this is the new Stone Cold.
Dude. Not even Just Incredible would you think that. That's
not Stone. That's not even cold.
That's
just Steve.
Raven says, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Well, Just Incredible, you stole my look. You stole my girl. You stole my title. This is what the Undertaker said about Sean Palumbo.
Wow. Yeah.
You took all my shit.
The crowd is chanting just an asshole.
Which I understand what they're going for, but his name's not Just Ed. So they're chanting just in asshole.
Yeah, he's just in an asshole right now.
Okay. It's not bad. It's like a poop. Raven says just a bunch of fucking bullshit. So it is written, and so it shall come to pass. And then Just Incredible's music hits. Oh my fucking God. And I didn't realize now that Joel Gertner's also sitting with them. He's not participating in the interview. He's just sitting with Joey and Raven on the floor. So Just Incredible comes out. He's ECW champion. He's with fucking Francine, looking incredible. Just incredible. And Raven says, get in the ring, bitch. And Francine goes to get in. And Raven says, not you. I'm talking about the bitch with the belt. Holy fucking shit! Wow, he really got his ass. So much so
he had this man's whole career right here. In
I'd
one
be
line.
like, shut the company down.
Just burn his boots right now. Throw the belt in the trash
Throw
can.
me the
we're
hell off
done.
the air. Throw me off the air.
I actually like this.
No, it was fucking funny.
There's
as
a
shit.
great camera shot that they get. It's behind Justin Credible and Francine. As Francine is riffing at Raven, and Credible is hiding behind Francine as he comes out, which is very funny.
Of course, he's an asshole.
And the way the camera shot is, it's looking up at Raven, and Raven's looking at both of them, and the first person in shot is Francine. So like,
Trying to get in the ring.
yeah,
Yes.
very good. I thought here.
You assume that's who he's talking about. Yeah, it worked out pretty well. You're right. I mean, we talked about that before, James. Like, ECW's camera work is fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, they made it work.
Justin Credible does get in the ring, and Raven fucking stomps him out and immediately whips him off. Raven drop kick. I was fucking stunned by this. Francine gets in and immediately drops to her knees and fends off as Raven grabs her hair, but Francine then low blows him, and Justin Credible fucking canes the shit out of Raven a few times and hits the "That's incredible!" the spinning tombstone, which is a fucking fantastic finish, I have to say. I love that move.
Yeah, I think it's cool too.
Yeah, sick as fuck.
I think it's funny that Raven sat in the corner only to get his ass whooped.
I mean, like, he watched them come out. Like he didn't know that Francine was gonna low blow him too. Just no expectation of this. And of course, making the save here, Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer runs out and cuts. Francine and fucking Justin Credible powder, but Dreamer doesn't just stay in the ring. He gets out of the ring and cuts Justin off at the ramp and starts attacking him, which I thought was cool. But even cooler, the thing that made this segment for me was the man that comes out to jump Raven, and that is the U.S. male, Scotty Anton, baby. Holy shit.
The U.S. male Scotty Anton is the funniest nickname for a dude coming. It sounds like a TNA name.
Sounds like a guy that's not winning ever. But the
U.S. male is funny as fuck.
The U.S. male is in the impact zone. That's what it sounds like, really.
And of course, he's also in Cyrus and TNA, I imagine, too.
Dude, you're probably right.
So Scotty Anton, for those that don't know, was one half of the American male, Scotty Riggs. And he's just now, he just turned on RVD at the pay-per-view. He was RVD's friend. That was his character at the moment here. And he turned on RVD and he joined the network. So he's here with Cyrus the Virus, Don Callis, for those that don't know. And they're fucking kicking Raven's ass. And Scotty Anton is doing the American male clap all by himself, which is his gimmick, of course.
Dude, I
It's a
love
good
that.
gimmick.
I love that he looked at the opposite side, and then Cyrus said, "Look, hard cam's over here," and then he turned around and clapped to the hard cam.
Cyrus says, wait, as Scotty's stomping him out, and he starts stomping out Raven himself, and the referee, H.C. Loke, which is the referee's name, gets involved here and tries to stop them. And Cyrus says, "What do you think you're doing? What are you doing, you idiot? I'm the network." And referee H.C. Loke says, "I'm standing up to the network." And then U.S. male Scotty Anton punches him in the back of the head. And then stomps the shit out of him and puts him in a sharpshooter.
Joey Styles says his version of the sharpshooter. I thought that
I
was
thought he was
funny.
gonna like name it, but like he just says, "Yeah, that's his version of the sharpshooter." Okay. So Cyrus is fucking yelling at HC Loke, who's in the sharpshooter, and it says, "You want to give up? Come on, you little bastard!" And he slaps him in the head. And then he stands up and says, "Let me remind everyone that we're here tonight to give you the clap." And Cyrus fucking starts doing the American male's clap. And then he looks at Scotty Anton and says, "Come on, kid, that's your gimmick. Show me your gimmick."
He does do that.
Scotty Anton starts doing the clap again. And Joel Gertner on commentary says, "I don't want to see his gimmick."
Dude, I think on commentary they say his gimmick's shameless even for this network.
That's fucking awesome. I mean, he doesn't have a long run here, Scotty Anton, but this is funny.
I mean, how
shit.
can you? The company's had it in
Oh, yeah,
10
you're right.
months.
Scotty Anton, the U.S. male, does the clap.
He's gonna give you the clap.
That is fucking funny.
That is funny as shit. That
American
gimmick
male.
lasted.
American
Dude, they at one point
This
they
is
say
the
on commentary.
top feud, by the way, Tony. This is the world title.
The network is the top heel group.
This is the world title. We just had Justin Credible's the world champion. Just so everybody knows.
Yeah,
Raven top
right.
contender then, I guess, and he's getting beat up by the fucking U.S. mail.
By the U.S. Postal Service. They say at one point here, going postal at the hands of the U.S. mail. I thought that was funny.
Oh, because mail, right.
U.S. mail. That's why they call him the U.S.
See, I prefer the other
mail.
gimmick here, Tony, where he gives you a fucking sex disease.
I think that's right.
The clap, yes.
Oh, good gimmick.
Give him your gimmick, kid. Come on,
So
do the clap.
Raven now has the clap, and I mean that's where we go from here.
Dude, fuck this. I can't believe that like Paul Heyman didn't just see Hate Club and be like, all right, Hate Club's
Oh
coming
my God.
in and they're
Yeah,
attacking fucking Just Incredible. Like, I don't know what to tell you,
And they're
but
fucking doing double pile drivers to him.
dude,
Fuck
yeah.
this.
Nate Hatred is eating pussy on TV now.
I mean, just buy CZW, right? Like, fuck, like go to the next level.
Dude, I guarantee he could have
Yeah.
offered them a crazy amount of money compared to what they were getting at CZW, and they would have done it. I mean, I imagine
they
that
could give him a sandwich.
I imagine they liked ECW. Like,
I'm sure that's what got
Yeah,
him
I'm
into it.
sure they did,
You know?
yeah.
Obviously, they were. I'm
Yeah.
sure super loyal to fucking Zanding, though.
but like, I'm sure like he could have had Zandig come in too. Why not? At the very
Yeah.
least, he could have offered him like, you know, hey, we'll say this is CZW like is invading or something. You know, like,
Yeah, sure.
what's the worst that could happen? You got a bunch of really cool dudes that are willing to do some really crazy shit that
Oh my
like
god, dude.
ECW wasn't doing.
XPW would have been fucking mad.
Oh, it would have made them even
Yeah.
like, yeah, dude. I mean, it would
Holy
have,
shit.
it would have changed. I think it would have changed a lot of things, really.
That would have been fun as shit, though. I never even considered that he could have just because for some reason, like, and it probably in the minds of a lot of people, like the timeline of CZW and ECW, like they didn't exist at the same time, but they did.
They did, and
Yeah, they
they were doing like that was the CZW's like crazy run right there. Was them
Oh my
going
God.
to BJW and coming back, and like
Yes.
to like 2002 was like when they were the craziest.
Yeah, like, and this is what 2000, so like they, had some steez, not obviously not like a lot, but there was definitely like news fucking.
Nick Mondo was still there.
Dude, Mondo's just coming in.
Yeah, just wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
he's not even sick yet. He's slick Nick Mondo. Yeah, like shit's nuts.
That would have changed some shit. Would have been pretty interesting. I can see like they were probably just starting to get some steez, so maybe there wasn't a lot of like. I'm sure Heyman was more so trying to worry about how do I pay people and not so
Sure,
much.
Yeah, not
that's
bringing-
true. But what
Dude,
a
but I
great way to
guess-
pay people is to pay guys that don't want a lot of money.
Oh, you're
I
right.
think-
Zandig did do the WXO, remember? He was on
He
that.
did?
So he's
That's
Oh,
true.
right,
done
yeah.
This, so yeah.
Yeah, can't forget that. Of course.
Well, I think also like Heyman was getting away from the more like super hardcore stuff.
Sure.
Like
I
they
imagine-
weren't doing the same. They weren't doing barbed wire, barbed wire matches towards the end. They weren't doing like fire matches or anything. Like,
If they were, it was just on pay per view, and like but like.
well, I think
yeah,
Heyman said like if ECW
no
would have kept
TV.
going, that
Sure.
they would have gotten away from the hardcore stuff and they'd gone in the way of Ring of Honor.
Which would have been cool as shit too.
Yeah, it would have been interesting.
Yeah.
See what they could pull off with that.
CW Anderson on top.
Hate Club coming in would have changed that company forever.
Dude,
Wow.
how fucking awesome! Because they would have went nuts too. Like they'd like do everything.
Dude, oh my fucking god! Because Steve Corino becomes champ. If Steve Corino was champ
Oh
and
my
Hate Club
God.
invades,
Dude,
wow, would have changed everything.
that would have been fucking awesome. Yeah, wow.
Because they could have had guys from ECW go to CZW. Would have done good business.
Yeah. You're hitting me
Yeah.
right in the fucking heart right now, buddy.
Yeah, that's tough. Wow.
Damn.
So we get the ECW intro here.
Who fucking made this? Like, specifically the big letters and shit. Like, whoever made this, find them and bring them to me. Like, this shit is fucking sick as
Immediately.
fuck. Yeah, like, we need this. Like, or if somebody can do this, this is, like, so fucking cool. This intro is just super awesome. Like, what a cool feel this place had. We've talked about it before, but, like, this intro... not many wrestling companies have had this, but ECW having their own song, it was the ECW song, is cool as fuck.
Yeah, that is very cool.
And you know who also had their own song? Fucking CZW.
Yes, they did. The blood, the
We were just
lie,
listening to it the
lie.
other day. CZW's theme definitely at some points just sounds like if the South Park guys were fucking doing a wrestling song
If you play it in the arena, yeah, it definitely does sound like
with
that.
the bass boosted. Yeah, it's nuts.
So we go backstage. Guido and Big Sally Sandwiches are chilling by the doors.
Go on, that's Big Sally Graziano. Yeah, they're chilling by the doors is literally what's happening. Like, little Guido's getting a pump, and they're by the, I guess, doors to get into the building, and Big Sal is all fucked up. Like, his whole head's wrapped up. He has an eye patch over one eye. He can barely see out of his other eye, and he's pissed. He says, Whipwreck is dead. And then Tony Mamaluke, not named Tony Mamaluke yet. This is still Tony Marinara from WCW. Tony fucking Marinara walks in, and immediately Big Sal turns, reaches his hand out, and grips him by his neck and says, seems like you're in the wrong company, Jack, and you picked the wrong day to piss me off. This is his first time walking into the building. He's in gear, by the way, and he gets gripped up by fucking Big Sal immediately.
He hits the door and poses. It's very funny. and if you stop the video at the right time, you can see Big Sally Sandwich's big ass hand right over his throat. It is so fucking funny.
Dude, he's mid pose. Yeah, that's so fucking sick. So fucking Tony Marinara's getting goozled, and he lets go him finally, and Tony Marinara walks up to Little Guido and says, "Hey, Paisan!" And Little Guido takes this fucking super personally. He says, "Paisan? You ain't no Paisan. You're a cheap ripoff of my Italian heritage." Tony Marinara says, "I never took nothing from nobody. I'm full-blooded." Which I was like, oh, wow. I couldn't believe that I was watching Tony Mamaluke's, like, shoot debut here. Like, first time ever.
So nuts. He was in WCW, as we saw. And I think he only had that little bit, and then they let him go. Yeah, which, odd. I guess they gave his role up to the Disco Inferno. Did they kill him on WCW? I feel like they killed him.
Oh, man. I gotta look now. Hold on.
Yeah, I feel like they made him sleep with the fishes.
His last appearance came at the 2000 sold-out pay-per-view. In an interview with Gene Okerlund, he said he had to take care of some business and then left.
Same thing.
That's awesome.
Wow. That's
I gotta go sleep with the fishes. I'll be right back.
With the fishes.
Also known as joining ECW 2000. Same thing.
Oh,
that's career suicide for sure.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna go sleep with the fishes and go to ECW.
Same difference.
Wow, that is so funny.
Holy shit. So Guido says, "You're full-blooded Italian. Let's see how full-blooded Italian you are. I got something for you. Let's see if you can handle it, Paisan." So Guido fucking leaves, and Tony Marinara starts getting fired up, and he starts doing curls with the bands, and he keeps repeating, "I'm full-blooded. I'm full-blooded. I'm full-blooded." He's getting himself fired up because he's got to drop himself on his fucking head tonight.
Wow.
So Joey Styles is on commentary and he says, "Wasn't that Tony Marinara from WCW?"
Dude, he says WCW so crazy. Yeah. Wasn't that kid Tony Marinara from in WCW?
What are you talking about?
You're telling me he jumped just to be Little Guido's understudy? And Joel Gertner says, "I wouldn't know. I stopped watching WCW."
That was awesome.
Sorry, I don't watch. That's legit what he says. And Joey Styles says, Kid Kash. So this match, by the way, Kid Kash versus Baldie Grimes, which is, of course, Vic Grimes. And he's facing Kid Kash here. And Joey says Kid Kash has been racking up a string of victories, but he's giving up 200 pounds to Grimes of the Baldies. So an interesting singles match here between the two.
Yeah, so we saw Vic Grimes at Hardcore Heaven get hip tossed onto the ground from the ramp.
Yes.
And then he got splashed by Amish Roadkill through a table.
Amish Roadkill coming from the middle of the top rope, by the way. Doing the Amish Roadkill dive to the floor and crushed him. That was... I mean, Grimes was a run-in on this match. He wasn't in the match. he came out, got hip-tossed off the stage to concrete, and put through a table. And
he came out there, and then Amish Roadkill kicked his fucking ass.
Which
was kind of awesome.
So, we got Kid Kash versus Vic Grimes. Kash hits 2 Ranas off the rip here, goes for a third, but ends up slipping and lands right on his neck.
Springboard moonsault attempt, or maybe a springback Rana. Maybe that's probably a better shout. But, dude, slips and like he dies. I mean, he lands right on his fucking head. You fucked up, Chance, which is right. That's what you should be doing because like he fucked up.
So Vic Grimes then catches him, hits him with a running crucifix bomb, or what do you want to call it?
The fucking Lance Archer move, right?
Blackout.
Yeah, what's that called?
The blackout.
Yeah, that one.
Like
Yeah.
his setup for it was like kind of crazy though. Like
he
this
like
was-
sits out with it.
Lance Archer never hit it like this. This was awesome.
Yeah, and then he hits a 180 leg drop.
Oh my! And dude, he does 180 leg drop, and Joey Styles says, "You know, people don't give Grimes credit. They think he just throws himself off balconies trying to emulate New Jack at 400 pounds."
Whoa! What was that last? Hey! So Kid Kash whips Grimes to the corner. He takes the Sergeant Slaughter bump. Kash then goes to the apron and hits a fucking reverse springboard senton.
Top rope spinning plancha.
Kash then goes up for a diving crossbody in the ring, but Grimes catches him with the Grimes cutter out of midair.
Dude, and then even better, Grimes, the moves guy, has Kid Kash in the corner and goes on the second and then jumps off and sucks his dick.
Dude,
Joel said that's gimmick infringement.
Like, what the Vader bomb with the dick in his face?
Dude, Vic Grimes hits the Vader bomb headbutt to his dick and balls. Kash then hits a rolling Rana.
Hudakan Rana.
He goes for another one here, but Grimes then tosses him up behind him and hits a gory bomb.
Dude, alley-oop gory bomb. This
that was
guy
fucking
is
sick.
awesome,
That was awesome,
man.
Give him the title. Take it off.
Yeah, what the
fuck? Just
fuck?
Incredible. Give him
Maybe
the
I'm
stop
begging
kicking this
for
guy's
Vic
ass.
Grimes versus Amish Roadkill.
Dude, that had to have happened once, right?
I know that was gas.
Oh my god, those dudes can't stop doing moves.
So
Fucking Nova and Canyon, like Vic Grimes and Amish Roadkill are the guys.
goats, man. I have no idea how that gory bomb move ended up working, but
That was
It doesn't
awesome.
make
Very
sense.
cool.
It doesn't make sense at
Just
all.
Kid Kash doing it, right? Yeah, I'll do all the work.
That's Grimes.
Oh, okay.
So Grimes cuts himself off by missing a flipping senton from the top. Anytime I've ever seen Vic Grimes get cut off, it's from a flipping senton from the top rope.
You know what? That's fucking right.
Every single time.
Yeah, wow.
Kash then victory rolls Vic Grimes and wins.
I enjoyed watching this match. Like, I mean, shit was all over the place, but I loved it.
Yeah, the Vader bomb headbutt to the dick and balls was so nuts. Like, not what I expected at all out of that.
Dude, he does, like, this is after him doing catch cutter. He does the fucking blackout. Like, they're doing crazy moves here, and then he does Vader bomb to the guy.
And he has his own signature bump.
That's true.
The
Yeah, like,
slaughter
cuts
over the
himself off.
ropes. I thought that was funny. And
This guy's the
flipping
future.
senton.
I would
It'd be
throw
a
this dude
shame
off
if
the biggest balcony ever.
it'd be a shame if he did one of those scaffold matches. And he was scared.
Wait, watch out for that turnbuckle. I tell you
Yeah,
what.
I would. That would suck if there was a bunch of tables for him to go through and almost miss.
So we go to a pre-tape. It shows clips of Sandman in slow motion, black and white, to build up for him versus Rhino tonight.
What'd you think of this? Because I thought this was weird.
Yeah, I didn't understand what I was looking at first. I thought it was a memoriam service or something, but
It does okay because it's like set to like classical music, kind of like it's shots of Sandman and them showing like shit of that happened with him and Rhino at Hardcore Heaven, and like I legit wrote down, why the fuck is this being presented this way? Like, this didn't make me. This wasn't like an intense build up here. This is like you said, it felt like a memoriam.
yeah, right. It showed Sandman hitting a pile driver on Rhino.
Yeah,
Then showed the Hardcore Heaven stuff.
Rhino pile driving his wife off the apron, slow motion, black and white to classical music.
I love the idea that anytime you face like Rhino or something, and you might do something to him, like you might beat him or hit him with something, and then he just goes 100% like crash out immediately. Just pile drives your wife through a table.
I'm gonna kill your fucking family.
Hey,
You gonna
don't
roll
do
up
that.
point on him? I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Oh no, that's not what I was trying to do. I was just trying to win the match.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, well, here's a clean finish against Rhino. I'm gonna bomb your fucking house. Oh, hey.
Oh, here's Rhino goring his wife and fucking Sandman through a table. Okay.
Here's him making Tony Marinara sleep with the fishes. That sucks.
Oh, that's weird. What the hell's going on? So we go backstage. Johnny Swinger is flexing, putting on baby oil. And Simon Diamond comes in here because he has a problem.
Simon does have a problem. Simon Diamond comes through the door looking for Johnny Swinger, and I know this because out loud he's saying, "Swinger, where are you?" But he comes through the door. Johnny Swinger couldn't be standing any more in front of his door, and Simon Diamond's looking everywhere but straight ahead. He's looking like at the floor, underneath the door.
His head's not straight because he has a problem.
Oh, well, he does walk up and indicate this, James. He says, Simon has a problem.
Whoa!
You're not dressed.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Simon. Fuck.
Simon has a problem. No.
Holy shit.
No.
It was never, sadly, that important of a problem that people were panicking. Yeah, no, it was always some bullshit. Well, he had a right to be upset here. Simon has a problem. You're not even dressed. We have a match tonight. We didn't have a strategy session. I have to tell you everything.
They did not have a match tonight.
Oh my God, they did have a match tonight. Oh shit, I just realized that. What fucking match are you talking about?
They were going to have a match, but got fucked up.
Must have got replaced.
Simon has a problem. We're not going to get our fucking money tonight because you're not dressed up to wrestle.
Simon has another problem. We weren't going to get money regardless. That sucks.
Dude, yeah, that's a huge problem, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, ECW actually has a problem. We're going to go out of business in 6 months. Musketeer, I'm sorry we can't pay you tonight, pal.
Aw, man.
Aw, dude. I'm joining the hate club. Fuck ECW! Hate club!
Prada G and Prada Jen are leaving to join the hate club, too.
Oh, my fucking God.
So Simon says he has a problem, obviously, and he looks over, and Simon Diamond says, turn off the fan. Jeeves is standing there behind a big oscillating fan, and Jeeves turns it off. Jeeves is one of the stooges here. Oh, what's the name of this fucking group, James?
The Sideshow Freaks.
Sideshow Freaks. I have never heard them referred to as this, but I believe this to be true, and it is accurate. So, like, all of Simon Diamond's goons, including Johnny Swinger and Jeeves and Musketeer and Prodigy
Simon Diamond.
Is Simon Diamond in the Sideshow Freaks?
I think so.
Okay. Well, so Simon Diamond's group is called the Sideshow Freaks, of course. So Simon says, what are you doing? And Johnny Swinger says, I'm posing for one of my biggest fans. And Simon says, listen, man, I'm the Princess Operation. I'll tell you what to do, and then you do it. Then Johnny Swinger stops him and has Jeeves turn the fan back on, and he looks at Simon Diamond and says, can't you see that my fan is blowing me?
Oh my God. Let me tell you guys something. This is actually, the way this is filmed is actually so fucking funny.
Tremendous.
Like, yeah, the way this is all shown on screen is done very well because, one, if you don't know who these guys are, the people that continue to show up on the screen during this segment makes this seem like a Simpsons skit or something.
I mean, it's fucking unreal.
Yeah, like it's actually nuts. Even if you've seen ECW, you probably still have no idea what this group is, what their aspirations or goals are, or what their fucking name is, because I didn't know it was Sideshow Freaks for a while.
Dude, I didn't know Prodigy and Prodijet ever.
Yeah, and we learned their gimmicks, we learned everything here, but we had to look it up. It took a while.
Yes.
So yeah, like seeing all this play out is so fucking funny. If someone, I guess maybe on the Patreon or whatever the case, watched this episode before this release, like the book club thing, and this is the first time they've ever seen ECW.
Holy shit, that must be jarring.
Dude, yeah, they're probably like, what the fuck am I looking at? Because it's Johnny Swinger sitting there putting on oil.
Yes.
And then the camera pans back to the left, and there's a butler named Jeeves, and he's holding the controls to a large fan. And then it goes back to Simon Diamond and Johnny Swinger, and then it goes back out to the fan. And then the Musketeer shows up,
the Musketeer is by his name a Musketeer, and he runs up and he's going and he starts swinging a sword at the fan telling Simon Diamond, stand back, Simon, I'll protect you. And then Johnny Swinger, oiling, turns to the Musketeer who is fighting an oscillating fan for Simon Diamond. Johnny Swinger looks at him and stops him and says, don't sing it, swing it. And then Johnny Swinger walks away with Jeeves, and now Jeeves is now holding an umbrella over his head, Butler style. Simon Diamond says, oh, no wonder I always have a problem. And then we see Prodigy and Prodigette, who are just a guy and a girl in the same exact black trunks and top. And Prodigette saying, this is disgusting, this oil. Aren't we supposed to stand beside Simon all the time? It's disgusting. How the fuck? So Johnny Swinger made Prodigy and Prodigette also oil up off screen?
No. I think what ended up happening was the fan was pushing the oil backwards. Because
that was the idea there with the oil.
Okay,
the
that
fan
makes
was blowing the
way more
oil
sense.
way over there, yeah.
Yes.
It'd be funny as shit if he told them to oil up with their shirts on.
That's what I thought it was. And I thought Simon Diamond somehow didn't see this when he walked in, when he was looking for Johnny Swinger.
Yeah, Prodigy and Prodigette, which I just learned their names.
Yes.
They have a gimmick where one of them speaks English, the other one speaks Spanish, but they're supposed to be like the same person, kind of, but they don't speak the same language.
Right, they're a male and female version of the same person.
Right, but they don't speak the same language.
Which is, I mean, also just
this literally sounds like this is a Simpsons thing. Like this is like legit like a Simpsons. Every character here is from the Simpsons. It feels like.
That's so funny that you framed it like that. I can't imagine. Like I knew of this, so it wasn't as jarring. I can't imagine that being like someone's first time seeing this.
And you think you're going to see him in a match or something, and you don't.
They say that they're fucking in a match.
The only time you ever see these guys is when Simon Diamond is getting his ass kicked by Jazz.
Dude, they legit.
Ever.
You're right. Holy fucking shit, you're right.
Yeah, Simon comes out, Simon has a problem, and then Jazz comes out and whoops his ass.
Kid Kash is probably there too sometimes.
Yeah, man. So, just a crazy group here. I don't know if I've ever read anything about this group or anything. I've never heard about any like creative anything.
Or like, the idea behind it.
Yeah, like I was telling you, I was reading about like how Danny Doring and Amish Roadkill, like what the gimmick was supposed to be.
Oh, they were supposed to be like porn guys, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a comedy porn thing, but ended up not being. So they just ended up being a guy with his Amish friend, which is fucking super funny, actually.
That's even better.
Yeah, that's actually super funny. But yeah, I wonder what the idea was for this one, or where they got the inspiration from this.
Someone needs to ask Simon Diamond.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of stuck with this gimmick and character for the rest of his wrestling career.
I mean, what a good gimmick. Simon has a problem.
Because him and Johnny Swinger are TNA tag champs. I swear they are. Yeah.
The fucking New York Connection or whatever, right?
Why the fuck didn't TNA just do this? I'm sure Jeeves would have loved a payday.
Johnny Swinger's still doing this in TNA now. Just without Simon Diamond somehow.
So we got Tony Mamaluke versus Mikey Whipwreck up next.
Yes, and we see last week on ECW, Big Sal Graziano came out of a door, and he gripped Sinister Minister James Mitchell, and he choked him up against the wall because they've been having some issues. I'm assuming from all of the wrap around his head and eye patches that they have been fireballing this guy to death.
Which is super funny.
Which is fucking hilarious because in this backstage segment where he already has an eye patch, he's gripping Sinister Minister up and choking him against the wall. And Sal says, oh, big funny guy, where's Whipwreck? Huh? Want to play with fire? Come on. Well, all of a sudden, off screen, a fireball hits him in the face. And it's Mikey Whipwreck. Dude, yeah. So, and Sinister Minister says, Mikey, I'd tell you to take a leak on him, but you might put out the fire. I mean, this has been at least 4 weeks of them hitting Big Sal Graziano, who is a huge Italian man that likes pizza. They've been throwing fireballs into his face for weeks.
That is so sick.
He's got to be like permanently blinded by this point.
I mean, like, how's he have eyes left?
I remember we were watching Hardcore Heaven and he got fireballed again. He already had the eye patch on at the pay-per-view. He got fireballed again. Our thought was, oh, he's going to be blind in both eyes. But they just keep fireballing the one eye.
Somehow it gets through the eye patch.
Yeah, that's super funny. It just makes me think they should do this with everything. Like, I've never really thought about that, I guess. But, like, what if you just powdered somebody's eyes, like, every single time they wrestled? Like, every single time you see them, they get powder in the eyes. Like, okay.
Like, we
beat you with the powder, and then you do a backstage segment, and we come up and we powder you again. Holy fuck! I'm sick of this shit.
Enough with the powder, fuck,
dude. Wow, go to the fucking
put a mask on.
Go to the fucking parking lot. Fucking get in your car. Powder. Fuck.
It's not even fireballs. It's powder.
Just fucks up your clothes every day, motherfucker.
It's not something like super dangerous. They're just inconveniencing him a lot by throwing powder in his fucking eyes.
I mean, the idea of a man being fireballed to death continually is very funny.
And we talked about this before. Doing anything like that with a large man is hilarious. Very similar to Fred Ottman in Cars.
Yeah, if you would have fireballed like a normal dude, it would have been whatever. But Big Sal's massive and likes pizza.
They fucking...
Which is important to the fireball lore.
Big Sal gets in a little car, gets stuck, and they run up and just continuously fireball him. He can't get out of there.
They should have him like have a wedding or something. And he's getting married. Is there anyone that objects? Well, I think I object. And then Mikey runs up and fireballs.
Oh shit!
A whole year with this. Holy shit!
Mikey takes over early with a line and a flapjack. Mikey hits a leg drop over the top rope to the apron on Mamaluke.
That was awesome.
Mamaluke goes for a Kid Kash flip on Mikey on the outside and just ends up landing in the fucking audience.
Dude, he springboards from the apron off the second rope for a spinning plancha. And, like, I swear to God, I swear the back of his head hits the guardrail.
Dude,
like,
it does.
He could have died. This is, like... one of the scariest things I've ever seen, and it's just in the middle of this fucking ECW show. He spinning flips, trying to attack Mikey Whipwreck, completely misses, and smashes his head and neck into the guardrail, and also lands on people, like real fans in the front row.
That was the scariest shit ever. Like, his debut, he lands on his head in the crowd, is the most insane thing ever.
And then Mikey walks away and smiles. Look at this guy.
Dude, Josem. Yeah, I mean, this match probably got him a job for life. I mean, he went for it.
He did go for
6 months.
Yeah. At least 9, Tony.
Yeah, kid, you can work here forever, whatever.
Don't worry, brother. He won the ROH tag titles.
He was in Best of the Best as well. He was
Let's fucking go.
This threw me off crazy. So I'm staring at this. Tony Mamaluke spinning flip off the second into the guardrail, dies, crowd. I'm looking over to the side. I don't know if you guys saw this. There was a sign that says, "Little Guido eats corn the long way."
No, I did not see that.
I could not fucking believe what I was seeing.
I lost it, dude, because I replayed this to watch the bump again of him flying in the crowd. And
that's what happened to me, Tony. I fucking saw that.
That's the only reason I saw it, yeah. And I saw the sign, and it was the same guy.
It has to be.
It was the Goldberg guy because he drew
the corn.
He drew the corn on the side of the sign. It's the same guy.
It's unbelievable. Dude, so Tony Mamaluke fucking dies here, and Joey Styles says, "Holy shit!" And Joel Gertner says, "What the hell? You gutter mouth? You can't say shit on TNN. What the fuck are you thinking?"
That all gets beeped.
It gets bleeped every time, yeah. That's awesome.
So yeah, the match ends with Mikey hitting the unholy driver for the 3.
Is that what it's called?
Fucking head.
Yeah, that's what that move is.
Dude, okay. What a gnarly move. It's like double underhook into Dominator into Angel's Wings. Like,
yeah, just face first. You're going to die.
You land on your head. That's it. Yeah. I don't know
it's not like letting the arms go either. He dumps them on his fucking forehead. Like, this is a finisher. I loved it.
So Guido comes in after the match and attacks Mikey. Mikey ends up hitting the whippersnapper on Guido. Then gets him up for the Sinister Minister to use the fireball on him. But
because he's gonna fireball goddamn Guido.
Thankfully, Big Sal makes a save. He's sick of the
Oh.
fireball.
Yes.
So Big Sal makes a save and grabs Sinister Minister. So Mikey powders Big Sal,
In his good eye.
which is so fucking funny.
Dude, I see Mikey walking in the ring and Powder's like falling on the ground as he's trying to set this up. I'm like, oh no. And he turns Big Sal around, fucking powders him in the eyes. I said, holy shit. Then Mikey throws Tony Mamaluke into Big Sal, and Big Sal then proceeds to not only hit him with a sidewalk slam, but then Big Sal, blinded, picks Tony Mamaluke up, puts him over his head gorilla press style, and throws him into the fucking crowd. He does this all blind.
ECW.
This is so fucking funny. Like, the sidewalk slam was enough. Him still not knowing that it's not fucking Mikey Whipwreck, picking him back up, gorilla press, and launching him into the crowd is like
Tony
an
Mamaluke
unbelievable visual.
got his ass whooped this match.
He earned his 6 to 9 months here at ECW.
So backstage, Sinister Minister is here with Mikey, and he talks about the sins that he likes and doesn't like.
He's an expert on sinning. There's some sins I like, and more than others, like gluttony. Now, Big Sally Graziano, pretty clear to me that you're a glutton. Hey!
For pizza.
But I'm not discussing your ravenous appetite. You're a glutton for punishment. Every time Mikey Whipwreck gets in striking distance of you, there is a 4-alarm fire. He's burned your face 3 times. And on the other hand, there's some sins I refuse to grant absolution to. And one of those is stupidity, Big Sal. You showed the world that you were pretty stupid when you put your hands on me.
Is stupidity a sin?
I didn't know that until now. I guess so.
Is that one of the 7 sins? Is stupidity?
One of the 7 deadly sins is being a dumbass.
No.
It can't be right.
Yeah,
he just makes up sins, He's Sinister Minister. He can do it and say whatever he wants.
Sinister Minister says, Big Sal, you showed the world you're pretty stupid when you put your hands on me, and the next time you do it, big boy, you're going to find out the meaning of the term spontaneous human combustion. And Mikey Whipwreck is offended by this. He says, listen, you blowing smoke up my ass again, compadre? I told you there's no such thing as spontaneous human combustion. And Sinister Minister looks at Mikey and says, liar, liar, pants on fire. And then Sinister Minister, Mikey's sitting in a chair next to him. Sinister Minister leans down with a lighter and sets the chair on fire, which also sets Mikey Whipwreck's ass on fire. So he's now running around with his ass on fire. There's a chair on fire. Sinister Minister is laughing his fucking head off. And he says, not only does Mikey get spiritual guidance from yours truly, I light a fire under his ass too. And Mikey off screen is laughing and yelling, it's burning my flesh. This is fucking, this is the most ECW 2000 episode possibly ever. This is fucking crazy to watch. If I keep going back to, if this is someone's first time watching this must be a culture shock.
Yeah, right. Why did he light Mikey Whipwreck on fire?
His ass specifically.
So we go to a pre-tape, and it's Paul Heyman.
Oh boy. So I'm gonna go through what happens here, but I want you all to know that what I'm about to tell you did not air. So TNN censored this whole thing. So they show Paul Heyman, how it actually aired on TNN is they show Paul Heyman in front of the backdrop and him cutting an entire promo, and then there's scrolling text shitting on him. And I'll talk about that at the end here. Paul Heyman says, my name is Paul Heyman. Since this show is apparently going to make air this week, I'd like to take this moment to thank you for watching ECW. Because you have to be an ECW fan to watch the show, because God knows the network has never put out one freaking commercial or press release to let you know we're here. But that's their scheme of things. You see, in just a few weeks, the network is going to give $100 million to Vince McMahon, like he needs it, to replace us, in case they haven't thrown us off before then. And the fact of the matter is, we're not a publicly funded company like Vince McMahon or WCW. We survive or even thrive on your support. And for that, we thank you.
Dude, okay. That part is so fucking funny.
It is.
He looks like he hasn't slept in 2 weeks.
He's fucked.
Dude, I wrote that. This is how I wrote down that part of the promo here.
Yes.
Hold on, let me send it to you. This is how I wrote it down.
James has sent, and for that we thank you with 2 big eye emojis.
The way he looks at the camera, and for that we thank you. All right, damn. Yeah, I was enjoying the show.
Yeah. Now, in an industry where everybody wants to be real and everyone wants to do a shoot, this, my friends, is a shoot. We hate this stinking network. We hate their guts for abandoning us. We hate their guts for not supporting us. We hate their guts for not advertising us. And we hate their guts for not having the balls to throw us off the air. And in case you're watching this, hey, network, I dare you to throw me off the air. Because I'm going to break every rule you put in front of me until you throw me the hell off the air.
Holy shit, that's legendary.
That's the fuck. I mean, like, I've quoted that.
Throw us off the air.
I've quoted that for since it happened. Like, right. I dare you to throw me the hell off the air.
And for that, we thank you. Me?
This is like legendary. Like, I love
this. Yeah, that was awesome.
It's very fucking funny, though, in hindsight. Hey, network. What the fuck? I'm going to break every rule that you got until you throw me off the air. Put Just Incredible on again. Watch this.
I just put Just Incredible for 6 more months as the world champion. What are you going to do, network?
You told us to never give him the title belt. Well, he's champion until this company dies.
I will give a fireball to Big Sal every week. Throw me the hell off the hair.
So, okay. So that's not how it aired. Like I said, how it aired was, okay, so they showed the Heyman thing. It's fucking muted. And there's scrolling text at the bottom. And these are the following things it says. One of the scrolling text says, please ignore this gentleman's temper tantrum. Could it be he's been thrown through too many tables? This is, the TNN is fucking with Paul Heyman on their own show, on his show, on their own network. That's nuts.
They probably never even seen this man. Who is this? They probably emailed Paul Heyman. Who's this yelling on the show?
We cannot air this on the show. But
who's this sleepy large man on the show?
With big eyes.
There's also one that says TNN harbors no ill feelings against ECW, and TNN fully supports ECW wrestling and all of its redeeming qualities. That is fucking funny as shit. I didn't know it aired like that. I don't know if I even saw it like that ever, like the original airing of it where they muted it. Like, does that mean like the real one only ever came out either because they couldn't put this out on tape? Did the real one only ever come out when like WWE got it?
Oh, maybe.
It must have, right?
Yeah. Which is fucking pretty crazy. But yeah, this is legendary shit here. I love all that drama because, like, you know, in 2000, I would have ran through a wall for Paul Heyman of this shit. Like, fuck this fucking network piece of shit, bitch. I hate this fucking network. I hate
Cyrus.
Too.
Fucking Scotty Anton. Scotty Anton's taking us off the air.
He gave me the clap. It sucks.
We go backstage. Joel Gertner says hello to all his executive friends at TNN.
Okay. So this also was muted in the original broadcast. And the scrolling text at the bottom said, we are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. So there's no insults on this one. But, I mean, this one's even worse. This one's more egregious than the Heyman one, honestly. I don't even know if I knew this one happened at all. So, yeah. It's Joel Gertner and Joey Styles backstage. And Joel Gertner says, I'd like to take this personal time to say hello to all my executive friends at TNN, the ones that have been incarcerated for smuggling underage farm animals across state lines for the purposes of sexual gratification.
I was so fucking confused watching this. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I didn't know I didn't know if he was talking about Cyrus at first or what this was. Yeah, incarcerated for smuggling underage farm animals across state lines for the purposes of sexual gratification, but at least they were safe about it. They only picked the calves that didn't kick back. And then Paul Heyman's face comes into the frame, like covering up Joey and Joel Gertner. He's so close to the camera and he says, are you ready to throw us off the air yet, pig fuckers?
If I'm at TNN and this tape come across my desk,
I'm hitting Paul Heyman with a fireball.
I'm asking what the absolute fuck is happening at this place.
Dude, like, Pig fuckers.
Pig fuckers is so fucking funny. That's the funniest insult ever.
Dude, it's unbelievable. Are you ready to throw us off the air yet, pig fuckers? And then he goes off screen, and behind him is Joel Gertner fucking dancing with his arms going crazy.
He's flailing up and down.
He's doing the fucking
excited.
muffin dance. Yeah.
Oh,
And for that,
so...
we thank you. TNN at the bottom. Who the hell are any of these people?
Y'all like Raw?
So now it's time for the main event of the evening, which is Rhino versus Sandman for the TV title.
Yes. Hey, network, I'm going to do 16 run-ins. You ain't like that, bitch?
Yeah, so which one of these guys is the Undertaker?
So Joey says that Living Dangerously on pay-per-view in March, Steve Corino insulted the Sandman's wife and children with language we cannot air here on TNN. What about ass fucking pig bastard?
Yeah, what? Paul Heyman just said they have sex with calves and they fuck pigs.
And for that, I think...
Why wouldn't they air it? They want to be taken off the air. Just show me. Here's Steve Corino saying ass to Lori Fullington.
Not Tyler Fullington as well.
Ass.
Best. You like that, network? So yes, fucking Corino says that shit. She slaps him. Then at Living Dangerously, Rhino pile drives Sandman, and then gores Lori Fullington through a table. And then at Hardcore Heaven, Rhino pile drives Lori through a table on the floor, and then gores Sandman and her through a table.
Dude, that was awesome when he was holding her, and then the gore through the table. That was cool.
This is all just because he wants to stay ECW television champion.
So yeah, we get Steve and Rhino out here with Jack Victory, of course. Steve looks off into the crowd as Sandman is making his entrance through the crowd. They have a spotlight on him.
So Joel Gertner says his music's been playing for a little over a minute and he's already on his second beer. And that's out here. That's not counting the 12-pack I saw him in the back with. His bladder is full of beer. His lungs are full of tobacco. He may look like he's in pretty rough shape, but he's going to take it to Rhino and he's going to take it out of Rhino's ass. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
I was fired up.
So Sandman gets on the apron and then points at the ramp with his kendo stick. And the fat man, Dusty Rhodes, comes out here.
Holy fuck, it's me, Daddy. I heard you fat ass.
So Sandman goes to swing on Rhino, but misses, and Rhino takes over, and we get the match started here. Dusty ties himself to Corino with the bull rope, so he can't interfere.
That was pretty cool.
Sandman brings a table into the ring and sets it up in the corner.
Sandman, of course, setting up a table in the corner because that's going to benefit him greatly, of course.
No one has ever been gored this way. And definitely not him on the last pay-per-view.
Or the last 3 pay-per-views.
So Sandman then pile drives Rhino on the table, just laying there.
Yeah, just like flat table. He just pile drives him onto it.
Steve Corino gets in the ring, but Sandman canes him. Sandman then starts caning Rhino. Jack Victory comes in. Sandman starts caning him too. Rhino then punches him in the throat. Jack Victory
punches him in his full bladder. Fucks him up crazy.
Too many beers, too many cigarettes. That'll get you every time. So Jack Victory starts attacking Sandman, but Dusty Rhodes comes in to make the save.
Yeah.
Steve Corino takes over and starts attacking Dusty while Jack Victory and Rhino attack Sandman. It's the numbers game.
Dude, they talk about that. It's 3v2. It's fucking 3v2.
Tajiri comes in to make the save. Him and Corino just had their probably legendary singles match at the last pay-per-view.
Dude, which is like, I mean, I don't even know if it's 10 minutes, but it's Tajiri just dog walking Corino, and fucking Corino does a crazy gig job, and like, it's awesome.
Yeah, so Tajiri buzzsaw kicks Corino, then Trio woes him. He green missed Jack Victory, drop kicks Corino, back handspring elbows Rhino. He's taking out everybody.
But then
the U.S. male Scotty Anton is here.
Oh my!
And he attacks Tajiri.
It's 4v3 now. It's 4v3.
The crowd instantly starts chanting RVD, RVD.
They fucking know it.
And you got to give the people what they want. So RVD's music hits. And he runs down here, and he is a house of fire, man.
He takes a good fucking minute, though, doesn't he?
Music's pretty fucking cool.
We paid for it, so you might as well let it go a little bit. Hey, Network, you like that?
So RVD runs down, he kicks Jack Victory, he kicks Steve Corino.
Dude, Jack Victory taking anything is like, I don't know why it's so fucking funny to me. He's like the greatest bumper ever.
He just timbers on everything. It's
yes,
awesome.
That's a great way to put it.
So Rhino runs down RVD, but RVD goes up and kicks Rhino. Then he kicks down Scotty Anton. He goes up for the frog splash on Scotty Anton, but the Network pulls him out. Then RVD says fuck it and hits the ropes and does a sensational flip dive to the outside. And then Jerry Lynn is also here and he's questioning, what should I do?
What do I fucking do?
On commentary, they question, whose side is he on? Is he with ECW or is he with the Network?
Because they say he could be the deciding factor of this war. And where does he stand in it all? And spoilers, he's fucking on the side of the Network, this bastard. Son of a fucking bitch. I'm going to wrestle on who? Yeah, so no fucking finish to the match, obviously. This, I mean, like, they don't even ring the bell. Like, this is just, the show ends.
No, they just go off the air, yeah.
The show just ends. I actually don't know if they pick this back up.
I forgot about the match, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, who gives a fuck? It doesn't fucking matter.
Jay Lynn came out, I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, it's only a title match. And for that, we thank you. So, yeah, that's ECW in the year 2000.
I mean, stuff's not looking great, James.
Oh, it's fine. It's good. Yeah.
Tony thinks it's good.
Yeah.
It's only going up from here, I tell you.
They got a chance, Tony, you think?
They still can make it. There's a lot of time left.
They still can make it.
Hey,
things can turn around.
He shows up next week. Hey, Network, I didn't fucking mean that shit.
I'm kidding.
It was
Please air our show.
When I said it was a shoot, I meant it was a work. I enjoyed the show. Don't get me wrong. I thought this episode
was awesome.
This was like super easy to watch. I enjoyed this thoroughly.
Dude, it was crazy. The amount of people that showed up in that backstage Johnny Swinger skit was
that's funny as insane. Shit. Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love ECW through and through, even through its worst eras, which we're talking about right here. But like, shit was fun.
I knew it was going to end in 2001.
I knew that Guilty as Charged was going to be the last pay-per-view of all time.
In my mind, I knew it was over in 2001. I said, no way they make it to April.
Oh, shit.
That's because you read Observers. That's why, right? Yeah, you knew all about it.
Well, that is it for ECW and TNN, June 2nd, 2000. And that is it for our show.